Aloha, true believers. Joe Pal Spider-Man. Good morning, Cadre. KJ again. We are going to do another shave, of course. This time I'm going to be using a sample of Winter from Oz Shaving Company. This is a new test formula, test base that Ian has made. I've got the original base here in the Winter scent that I used a few days ago. I wanted to do these back to back. But I had a couple of days where I just needed to get a quick shave in and didn't have time to do the video. And then yesterday I did the 3 soaps 1 bowl challenge. So I'm kind of separated from the original one, but I'm pretty sure I have an idea of how Oz soaps perform. So I'm hoping to notice if there's any differences with this one. Definitely noticed that the soap is a little bit softer in this new base, so I'm guessing there's some new different oils, butters, whatever in there that's making it a bit softer. The scent is exactly the same, so we're gonna give that a go today. I am wearing a sort of Hawaiian shirt today. This is actually one that I have had for years and brought it from home. I'm gonna stand up here. The bottom has some tikis on it, so it's sort of a Hawaiian shirt, but kinda. So we're gonna get going with this. I always try to, when I'm lathering like this off a sample and I put it in a bowl, I always try to put a little too much in there. I don't want to come up short and end up not having enough, but I never know what the right amount of soap is because each soap performs a little bit differently, loads a little bit differently. And so we're gonna try to get all of this soap loaded. Might have a little teeny bit left over on the bottom when I'm done, but better to have too much lather than not enough. So try to get all this loaded and then we'll start adding some water. Alright, so pretty much all the chunks of soap are gone. So we're going to go ahead and finish up with face lathering. I mentioned before, this will probably be Ian's 3rd soap base. His first one was a veggie base, and then his second one was a tallow. And I never used the first one, but his tallow soap is excellent. Definitely a tier 1 soap. Can't say that I really notice any difference in feel of the soap. It might, I don't know, it might have a little bit of a different feeling, but I'd really have to put both of them on side by side to kind of test that, and I might do that in the future. To the Rockwell plate 5. Excellent slickness. Residual slickness is okay. Not really. If I add a little bit of water, it'll come right back. So pretty much about what I expected from Oz. Meaning very similar to the previous base. I'm not, again, it might feel a little different. I just, being a few days removed from the previous one, I might just have to do a side-by-side tomorrow to test this out, and I really get a good indication of how it's performing, because it does feel really good. And maybe I'm just not remembering, but I don't remember the same type of feeling. I know sometimes soaps, especially one of my favorites is Jeeves of Hudson Street soaps. They definitely have a feel to them when just from putting the lather on the face, you can tell there's something special in it just from the feel. And this kind of maybe has that same sort of feeling, not quite. But it's definitely on par with his previous base. Just right now, I can't tell that it's much better. Add some more water to this. So today, I'm gonna go to another beach and hopefully do some snorkeling if the conditions are good. It's kind of on a side of the island where the weather right now is playing a huge part in whether or not you can swim in it. We went there one day just to kind of look and check it out, and the conditions were amazing. I'm like, oh, we have to come back here. Well, we went back a few days later, and the surf was pretty high, and conditions were not good for snorkeling. So we had some rain, and there were some really big winds coming in off the ocean, and it was just churning up too much. And wasn't even really good and safe for swimming in, let alone trying to snorkel and see stuff. So I'm on the south side of the island, the beach, Waikiki Beach, and the weather for the most part is always good here for swimming and snorkeling. It's just the animal life and coral just isn't really great. So I'm hoping to see some better stuff. Although I have had some extended swims with some sea turtles, so that's probably been the highlight of my time here. did a, when I was in Guam before, I was able to have one encounter with a sea turtle and got an amazing picture. And even though my experience here has been better with sea turtles, I just haven't been able to get the same types of photographic evidence here. It's the visibility. Underwater isn't the same. And the just water clarity and the background, just the coral, is just different here. So I do have a couple of pictures that I'm kind of proud of, but I'd like to get something better. Rinse this off real quick. And check the last thing. And that is post-shave feel. I would have to say this is a improvement in post-shave feel, definitely. It's leaving my skin feeling a bit more hydrated, doesn't quite dry off so quick. So yeah, I would say maybe lather feel on the face, and then definitely some improvement in the post-shave feel. But I will do, probably, if I have time, I'll probably do it tomorrow, and I'll do a side-by-side shave. So I'll lather up both of them and do one on one side of the face, one on the other side of the face, and just see if I can really detect some of those subtle differences that I'm maybe thinking that I'm noticing right now. So we're gonna do some witch hazel. So yesterday I forgot, the video was running a little bit long, and forgot to film my post shave. And since I was doing the 3 soaps 1 bowl challenge, I was also going to do a 3 aftershave 1 face challenge. So I only brought 3 aftershaves with me. So I've got Superior 70 Bay Rum, I've got Barbasol Pacific Rush, and I've got, well, this is a mixture of Brute and Skin Bracer and Master Jade. It's kind of one of my go-to mixes. So I mixed all 3 of those together for this. And that's a wrap for my shave today. Hope you all have a great day on the Cadre. Last night here we got to see the full lunar eclipse. I think that in the States it's visible tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So look that up and see if it's visible in your area. If you missed it and it was yesterday, sorry, but I think in the States it's tomorrow is when you get to see it, if I'm not mistaken. So check that out. It eclipsed for quite a long time. It was visible for quite a few hours. So get out and see that if you can. Pretty rare event. It's the Wolf Blood Supermoon or something like that. So go check that out if you're into that sort of thing. And I'm Spider. We'll see you guys on the forums. And mahalo for watching. Thanks, guys.